What?
I'd say just being in the gym all the time,
Yeah.
late nights, early mornings, just with whoever, whether it's my brother, trainer for back home, Daryl, just anybody.
Going back to when you were in the portal, what was the process like, and what was it about Georgia that convinced you that's where you wanted to go?
I mean, the process was crazy. I mean, it was kind of crazier than high school recruiting just because it was so fast. But, I mean, the thing that sold me on Georgia was just the family aspect, how all the coaches like each other, everybody's together. And, I mean, this is a team on the rise.
What do you sort of see as your role in this team?
I mean, it could be anything. SEC, every team's different in many ways. I mean, you go to Kentucky, they have a bunch of good players, and I mean, just whatever my role needs to be that night, that's what I'll be.
I want to go back to last year. I think it was when you played Baylor, and you had an incredible game there at BYU. What do you remember about that experience, and what is that like as a shooter when you get in a rhythm and it's just sort of like you can't miss?
I mean, it was crazy. I was kind of just shooting anything at some point in that game, but I mean, they kept going in, so I kept shooting. It was a great game.
You heard Santo talk a little bit ago too about me. He thinks this is an NCAA team. I mean, like Georgia said, you played on one last year that went a couple of rounds. What kind of similarities are you seeing from makeup, build up, that kind of thing, in this team and the one you were on last year?
I feel like the most similar thing from my team last year to this team this year is just how connected everybody is. I mean, we might go at it on the court, might argue a little bit, games might get heated, but at the end of the day, we're all together. It's all like a family.
You look at your family background in basketball. Just, I mean, what does basketball mean to you as a kid that's always been around the sport, and what it's like?
I mean, it means a lot. Just every argument at a family dinner, Thanksgiving, it always used to just go to the basketball court, whether it was my 12-year-old cousin or my 45-year-old uncle, just playing all the time in front yard.
So what kind of arguments do y'all guys have? You talk about different players from years gone by? Or what kind of things y'all talk about there in that?
Just, it literally could be anything, just who's faster, who can shoot better. And sometimes it was just talk. I was the youngest all the time, so I'd always say, I'm better, I can shoot better, all that stuff.
Santo was talking about how Georgia changed the narrative last year, getting back to the NCAA tournament, and he did talk about the process, but in terms of big picture, how attractive is it to maybe be a part of, being the first Georgia team and whatever, to win an NCAA tournament game and be a part of advancing the program?
I mean, it means a lot. Football always done their thing, and I feel like it's time for the basketball team, just to continue to rise, and I feel like that's gonna happen. It's with Coach White, Coach Dean, and all the coaches here.
How does Coach White approach? I mean, we see him. He looks pretty mild-mannered and calm. I mean, what's your early take on playing for Mike White?
I mean, I like Coach White a lot. I feel like he gets his point across without yelling, and I mean, as long as you listen, you do the right things, you won't yell.
Were you aware of just the culture and the relationship of football here at Georgia and how it is for how much it means here?
I mean, I knew, but you don't really ever know until you see it. Like last few days ago was my first game here, and it was craziest thing I've probably ever seen.
What do you kind of, when you start thinking about how that fan base supports football, and what do you see as far as the upside of what you guys can do on the basketball court, obviously the things go with?
I mean, as long as we just keep, working hard, just stay on the rise, I feel like one day that'll be the basketball as well.
What's been the biggest adjustment that you've had to make, just really more so on the court since you got to Georgia, and just the adjustment there?
I feel like on the court, there hasn't been like a huge adjustment, but I'd say just kind of learning new players, not having the same teammates as last year, but just trying to kind of learn how to play off of them.
What do you see about
that Georgia had been to an NCAA tournament? When you're looking in the portal, and there's obviously plenty of people that were interested, was that kind of a boost saying, yeah, you're going to an NCAA tournament team that's on the upswing?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you always want to be a part of something that's, on the rise.
kind of what stood out to you about this group of guards on this team right now? Smurf was out here talking, I think, for the last week about it. He loves to be the facilitator, get as many guys involved as possible. But what do you see from this group as a whole?
I mean, we have a bunch of great guards. You got Jay Ross, bigger, Jeremiah, Smurf, fast, and then Jay Bailey can shoot the ball really well. But I mean, we have a good variety of guards that can do different types of things.
What stands out to you about Samto? He's getting ready for his sophomore year too, just to what he brings to the table.
I mean, obviously a lot of physicality, but I mean, I feel like he's growing as a rebounder. Just run the floor better. and everything a big needs to do, I feel like he does it at a high level.
How excited are you to get the season started and go out to Stegman for that opening game?
I'm super excited, not knowing what to expect and do conference, but I'm excited for sure.
How many family members going to be here for that first game?
I don't even know.
What did you think you learned, coming from high school basketball into going into college and then being able to come to another conference and playing at the college level? What are some things that you might have went into college basketball not knowing, hey, this is what it is?
I mean, I had a great coaching staff last year that taught me a lot of things, even when it wasn't going well. It was always things to learn. But I mean, I feel like the main thing about college is just you have to be consistent. You have to keep going, no matter if it's getting tough or not.
We had